She is featured on this month's cover of Health magazine, and it's the first unretouched cover in the magazine's history. So let's talk about your cover. I mean, is it hard? Because everything nowadays is so filtered and so retouched. Was it hard and scary, especially 6 months after having a baby?
It was so scary. And leading up, I was still breastfeeding when I did the shoot, and I was just freaking out the whole time.
Well, that part was probably good because they're real full.
I didn't need the help.
Some of us do, Kate.
I didn't need any extra. No, but you know, unretouched is actually really hard for everybody on set, I noticed. Like, you know, the makeup artist, the hairstylist, everyone's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do with her bruise on her knee? Like, who's gonna cover it? The makeup's not covering it. Everything's very stressful. And doing it in natural lighting adds that very real element as well.
Boy, natural lighting is not my friend.
Yeah. But
I like a nice, soft, amber, dim light.
No, but it was really important for me to do this because, you know, we're on Instagram all the time. We see people photoshopping everything. You're like, when does it end? And, you know, when you're scrolling on Instagram, you constantly compare yourself to these other people. And for me, I wanted us to, like, take a step back and show a real moment of someone who actually is 6 months postpartum and is not being photoshopped, and be that real person and real influence.
I love
for other
it.
people.
I think it's awesome. We have 4 kids, and 2 of them are teenagers. One's almost a teenager. And literally, it's so hard on social media because everybody compares you. And if you don't get enough likes, and they cancel something out, it's like everything has to be validated in social media. And everything is filtered. So I think it's really cool that you're such a, I mean, you're a supermodel. So all these girls look up to you, especially, like, it's really cool that you're brave and okay to do it.
And why are we comparing our bodies postpartum to all these Photoshopped when we should be admiring our bodies that we even created life?
Created humans.
Yes.
Yes. Like created central nervous system.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Like, give ourselves a little bit more time to bounce back. We don't need to do it, you know, 2 months.
I'm in the middle of bouncing. No, but even before the Health magazine cover, though, people always used to say that you're too curvy, which I'm like, I wish I was Kate Upton, the super curvy supermodel. Like, is that nuts to you?
When it was first happening, obviously, it was really hard because I was like, I work out all the time. Why is everyone calling me fat? And now the conversation has completely changed and people are like, what? When did people say that? And that just shows how the industry's changing, how our voice matters, and things can 100%. Change. We mean something. We can change something.
Have you connected with other women because of this cover?
Yes, you know, because of this cover, I actually started a hashtag #ShareStrong, just on Instagram to create a community where we could all share our real selves or what continues to motivate us to continue being strong.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are posting, you know, no makeup selfies or their stories. And it's so great to go on that hashtag and get inspiration from all these other women because we're so strong, and to be able to share in each other's strength is what makes women so amazing.
And absolutely. And also, it's people don't realize even if you're a woman who never had a kid, like there's so much going on after you have a baby. Like not only your body is just given up, but your emotional state is kind of crazy. So like somebody talking to someone that's just had a baby in a photo shoot saying, oh, you need to lose the weight, that will send you in a spiral.
Oh yeah, no, the hormones are crazy and no one talks about it. The hormones after pregnancy for me were crazier than when I was pregnant. And it took forever for them to calm down, like months after breastfeeding. I mean, I think it might still be hormonal.
No, here's this is my best story. So I freaked out because I was pumping because I was working at the same time.
Which is the worst.
Pumping is the worst.
The worst.
It's so painful. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway, but somebody had kind of tossed out, and it was only a tiny bit of breast milk left in the bottle.
No.
I lost my ever-living mind, like a crazy person, went in my closet and just collapsed on the floor and was crying because I was like, you have no idea how hard I worked for that.
Yes.
And really, there was like nothing in the bottle. I'm crazy, but it's just a hormonal period. And I don't think people take that into account, especially when we're women in the public eye. Like, it is a hard time.
And our energy is literally being sucked out of us. So you don't feel like yourself. You don't.
Literally, it's being sucked out of you.
Literally, it's being sucked out of you. It is so difficult and something people need to talk about more.
I 100%. I talk about it any chance I can.
Yeah.
I complain about pregnancy and all that any chance I can. But I was beautiful, and I love my children. You love your child.
Yes.
But here's my thing. Your Share Strong is your daughter, right? So how is she your Share Strong? I love that.
Well, you know, I want to be the example she can look up to, and I want to create a happy, healthy world for her to grow up in.
Yeah, of course. We actually have a mom here today who is inspired by Kate. Say hello to Alex. You look beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like the red lip with the red skirt. I'm into it. So what do you want to say to Kate?
Alex, I'm a new mom, and I just want to say thank you. When I was pregnant, I was a little over, before I was pregnant, I was a little over 100 pounds, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was so afraid to gain weight and what I would look like, and then I got pregnant, and I found out I was having a baby girl, and I knew that if I wanted her to love herself, that it had to start with me. I loved being pregnant, I loved the big belly, but then towards the end, I started getting those nervous feelings again, like, what am I gonna look like? Will I still be strong? What will people think? And I had her and I loved my body, but then I saw you on the cover of Health and Unretouched, and it was so inspiring. It made me realize, like, I don't owe anybody pretty or perfect or skinny or anything. And to just be an example for my daughter and to just be someone she can look up to and be strong for my daughter is like the best thing that I could be. And you don't know how many people you've touched. So just thank you so much.
Thank you. We're all on our own journeys. It's so important for us to share them. Thank you so much.
I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, there's got to be so many women, like, especially in the field that you're in, that you touch like that.
No, it means so much to me because, you know, when you hear all the criticism, sometimes you're like, why am I doing this? And stories like that, I realize this is exactly why I'm doing this, and we're all in it together, and we're all experiencing it together. So thank you so much for sharing that.
And beauty is many things. And like my favorite thing, like why I think you're so beautiful coming out. Yes, aesthetically you're beautiful, but you have a certain confidence about you. And I think confidence is so sexy. It's the sexiest thing on a man or a woman. I think just be happy, be confident, and it'll exude it. So.
Yeah, but we all go through our ups and downs. We don't all feel confident all the time, but it's getting back to that confident place that's so important in that journey there.
Yes, I love you. I will not stop talking until you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's right, and I can talk a lot. Seriously, not gonna stop. Yep, still here, not going anywhere. I see you. Don't walk away from this.